Good morning, class. Today we're going to learn about insects. So, we're going to learn about the structure of an insect and the function of an insect. How many of you actually know what the inside of an insect means and the structure of an insect? Go ahead and raise your hand. Good job. So today we're going to learn about the structure and function of an insect. So we're going to learn about all the living and made up cells that are in the insect. We're also going to learn about each of the body parts of the insect and how each of those body parts work and function. So as you can see, the insect body structure of a grasshopper, there is three body sections, the head, thorax, and the abdomen, with 6 legs and 1 pair of antennae, usually 1 or 2 pairs of wings. How many of you guys actually have played with a grasshopper? Very cool. That's awesome that you guys like to play with grasshoppers. So this is another picture of the inside of an insect of a body structure. So it gives you a more of a breakdown of where the head is, how far the thorax is, and how far the abdomen is. And it gives you exactly where the antenna is and the mouth parts. So another thing is the insects also have segmented legs, which are attached to the wings and the thorax. So sometimes the insects have their legs attached to either the thorax or the abdomen, and same with the wings. So here's another breakdown for an insect that flies and how the wings work and everything. So you saw the way that a grasshopper is, and now you have seen how the insect of a flying insect is. So which one do you guys like better? So when you create your insect, are you going to have an insect that has wings, or an insect like the grasshopper with the legs where you hop, or are you going to have an insect where it's like an ant? So here's another structure and function of another insect body. Here's the ant. You can see that it has a thorax and a head just like the other ones, but it has a palpus too. And that is something else that the ants use. Now you can also tell that ants, they use their antennas to move around, smell, and taste things so they know where they're going. So what senses do we use that are kind of the same as the ants' senses? So here's a little breakdown of the ant's antenna, and it gives you all the details about it. So now that we've learned about some of the structures and functions of some insects, you guys are going to create your own insect. So you can use some of the body functions and structures that you've learned about. You need to have a name for your insect. How do they feel, see, and move around? And what are their body structures? So go ahead and draw your insect and then come up with all the structures and functions of your insect. Do any of you guys have any questions so far? If you do, go ahead and raise your hand. Here is the guidelines for creating your own insect. So I will leave this up on the board and you guys can look at it as you create your own insect.